Music, a word that has been with mankind for centuries. It's a language that needs no words. It's not just a word, but a feeling, a sensation, an experience. It touches the depths of our hearts and brings peace to our souls. From ancient civilizations to the modern era, music has made its mark in every age. Every civilization has embraced it in its own way and valued it. But is it just an art form, or is there something more to it? Is there a hidden secret within music that we don't know? In ancient Greek civilization, music was considered a gift from the gods. To them, it was a sacred act. They considered it food for the soul. For them, music was a spiritual experience that brought peace to the heart and mind. In Egypt, music was made a part of religious rituals. It was an important part of their religious beliefs. In India, ragas are attributed with the power to evoke different emotions. Each raga has its own unique effect. But in all these civilizations, there is also mention of a dark side to music, a side that is often overlooked, a side that can lead a person astray. This aspect makes us think, a side that can destroy the soul. Are we able to understand this secret? This is an important question. In the world of music, this question has always existed. Is music really that dangerous? Or is it just a misunderstanding? The answer is not simple. It is a complex issue with different opinions. Just as everything has two sides, music also has two sides. On the one hand, it is a source of peace and happiness. One side is bright, which gives peace to the heart. It provides us with joy and comfort. The other side is dark, which leads a person astray. It can push us into darkness. Some people consider music as a source of entertainment. They use it to bring happiness into their lives. They use it to forget their sorrows and pains. It becomes an escape route for them. They get lost in it and run away from reality. It provides temporary peace. But is that right? Is it taking us away from reality? Should we drown our worries in music, or should we face them? On the other hand, some people believe that music enhances creativity. It is a means of creative expression for them. They use it as a means of expressing their feelings. It is a powerful tool for them. They convey their message to the world through it. It is a means of conveying their thoughts and feelings. But there is a danger here too. Sometimes this message can be negative and harmful. We have to be careful what we are listening to and how it is affecting us. Science also confirms that music has a profound effect on our brain. These effects are prominent not only on our emotions, but also on our physical state. When we listen to music, various chemicals are released in our brain. These chemicals improve our mood and make us feel happy. These substances affect our emotions, our thinking, and our behavior. Listening to music can make us more emotional and sensitive. Some music calms the brain. It brings the heartbeat back to normal. It gives us a feeling of peace and comfort. It reduces stress. While some music evokes anger, hatred, and violence, this music can negatively affect our behavior. Such music can prove extremely dangerous for the younger generation. It can negatively affect their behavior and thinking. Research has also shown that some music has an intoxicating effect. It gives us temporary happiness, but its long-term effects can be harmful. This intoxication gives happiness temporarily. It can affect the health of our brain. It weakens our brain and can make us vulnerable to various diseases. Therefore, it is important that we listen to music wisely and keep its effects in mind. In the world of music, there are many stories and tales that are hidden from ordinary people. Some of them are interesting, some are scary. It is important to know the hidden truth in these stories. It is said that in ancient times, there used to be musicians who could create storms with their music. They could control animals with their tunes. They could hypnotize people with their music. How much truth is there in these stories is hard to say. But one thing is for sure, there is a power in music that we still don't fully understand. This power can be positive or negative. Islam is a complete code of life. It guides us in every aspect of life. Islam has also given clear guidelines regarding music. These guidelines are for our benefit. In the Holy Quran, Allah Almighty says, in this verse, Allah Almighty has clearly stated that vain talk, which also includes inappropriate music, leads man astray from the path of Allah. The purpose of these things is only to mislead people and make fun of Islam. Teachings of Prophet Muhammad, guidance on music. Prophet Muhammad also gave clear instructions regarding music in his hadiths. He said, "People of my ummah will come who will consider adultery, silk, wine and music lawful." Bukhari. In this hadith, the Prophet has clearly stated that declaring music lawful is misguidance. This is an act that will appear near the day of judgment and will mislead people. It is clear from these verses and hadiths that we need to be very careful regarding music. We should avoid such music that makes us oblivious to the remembrance of Allah, that incites us to sin or corrupts our morals. The magic of melodies. Need for caution. Music has a power that captivates a person. This power can be positive or negative. We need to understand that the misuse of music can be devastating for us. We should avoid listening to music that makes us oblivious to the remembrance of Allah, which creates evil feelings in our hearts, which leads us to immorality and obscenity. We should spend our time to obey Allah. Music is an art form that has been with mankind for centuries. It affects our emotions. It affects our brain. But we must remember that, like everything, music has two sides. One side is bright, which reminds us of Allah. The other side is dark, which leads us astray. We should always be in search of the bright side. We should listen to music that reminds us of Allah, that improves our morals, that inspires us to do good. And we should avoid music that makes us oblivious to the remembrance of Allah, that corrupts our morals, that incites us to evil. Caution and moderation. Music is a powerful tool. Be careful in using it. Avoid inappropriate music. It takes you away from the remembrance of Allah. Choose music that keeps your heart and mind pure. Keep moderation in mind while using music according to Islamic teachings. Follow the guidance of Allah and His Messenger to achieve success in this world and the hereafter.